She continues, ABCDEFG, pregnant, play with his boy, you know what, which I think is in reference to these allegations against Stephon Diggs that have been floating around recently about him allegedly essaying a man. So I think that that's related to that. She also says, ABCDEFG, surgery to look like me, tell the rat and tell Jay-Z, RICO, fraud, and perjury. Here are some more tweets. In this image, she obviously like photoshopped Barney's body and face to like an actual image of Cardi B on the red carpet. In this one, she says, raw dogging pregnant with the fourth baby, Barney B, BV, like bacterial vaginosis, HPV, allegedly. Nicki continues, she says, ABCDEFG, fallen off the charts with a big belly, running trains, barefoot, still smelly, still you could not outsell me. And she even tweets out, ABCDEFG, lied and said mom was Trini, obviously implying that Cardi B has lied about her mom being from Trinidad. Now, Cardi B was not one to hold back. She tweeted this out and said, nah, because I was really baking ribs and making blondie brownies, and here come this bitch bothering me on a damn Monday. And then she posted this photo of Nicki Minaj's actual brother, his mugshot in a pink wig. Now, if you did not know, Nicki Minaj's brother is in jail right now for essaying his 12-year-old stepdaughter. At the time of his conviction and sentencing in 2020, Nicki Minaj had written a letter to the judge saying that her brother was patient, gentle, genuine. She also said that the allegations were false, and he was still sentenced to 25 years to life. Oh, and it's been reported that allegedly Nicki Minaj also paid for all of his legal fees throughout the entire trial. Anyway, let's continue. Cardi B says, ABCDEFG, your man has to snatch, you know what? She tweets out a lyric from her song Magnet that says, tastes like honeycomb, and then she says, your bro be touching 12-year-olds. She also tweets out, damn, she was streaming Magnet hard as hell, huh? Now Cardi B continues, she says, you must have missed me, huh, crazy? Now kiss my feet. She says, nothing more annoying than a bored bitch. And then she says, the power I have, make these bitches come out of rehab every time. Go to your fucking room. Now Nicki Minaj has been on a hiatus from social media for the last month, maybe like month and a half. She hasn't posted anything. This is the first time she comes back to social media in all these weeks. So I think Cardi's insinuating,
if women rule the world, there would be no wars.
Slay! There will be a war every 28 days.
Got it!
I don't know if y'all was ever around for this, but remember when like women used to say, if women ran the world, there was no wars. There would be no wars. There would be just peace and love and all that other stuff. And then, you know, any real nigga will go, bullshit. Because we understand, like, I'm not going to say I understand women, because women be changing every fucking 5 seconds. But I understand women enough to know that y'all don't like each other. Alright? And this Cardi Nicki shit is the epitome of it. Now, I'm not going to, not only that, it's just shows like Baddies, which is another one which, I don't know, I said I was going to give like a lazy pseudo review, but I might as well talk about this shit here. And then if, you know, y'all want a actual review, because I've never watched the show. I just seen clips of fights and shit. But anyway, this Cardi Nicki shit is the epitome of, this is why like women, a lot of men feel like women cannot be leaders. I understand that these are not women that you would want to be leading in the like that you would rather lead, but I want you to even look at Jasmine Crockett and the soft face looking bitch that she fucking have been back and forth with. And I understand, don't get me wrong, I understand why Jasmine Crockett, I think I'm saying her name right, is having a back and forth with the soft face looking bitch that's like 32, but she got like this weird ass shaped face or some shit like that called her. Trust me, black woman, I'm behind you on this, but this is also proving my point that like a lot of men feel like women cannot be leaders because y'all are quick to just fight each other. Like this shit will topple. Y'all don't like each other like you say you do. The whole thing about, that's why like a lot of men laugh at when you say I'm a girl's girl. It's just like anytime when someone says you're a girl's girl, the next thing you know you hear is like fuck that bitch, because y'all be killing it, because y'all be fucking each other up. It's been like so many insurmountable evidence. What was it? Shaniqua Robinson, may God rest her soul. You know, she went She went motherfucking with her friends, and her friends fucking jumped her, ended up killing her. May God rest her soul. It's shit like this with the, and the one thing, I reason I say that because a lot of you women, it's just like y'all don't just go low, y'all go to hell. You know when they say we go low, we go, when they go high, we go low. Or when they go low, we go high, or some shit like that. Most people is just like, when they go low, I'm going to hell. Now, granted, Cardi and Nicki has been beefing for like the longest, and yes, it's just like you gonna compare other women in the world to like Cardi and Nicki. Yes, I can use any. I'm just using it right now, but I can use anybody. Candace Owens and Latrice Cullors, the lady that was behind Black Lives Matter. Candace Owens was on there next, where she pulled up on a fucking long pregnant for an interview. And I made a joke about that. I said, y'all let Candace Owens pull up on you and say, come out. And I was making the joke. Y'all let Candace Owens pull up on y'all and say, come outside, ho. We ain't finna jump you. Candace Owens pulled a black woman. She pulled a black woman. I don't care how much of a bad one she. Candace Owens done some nigga shit. That was some nigga shit she did. I pulled up to your fucking house and asked you for an interview and told you, and I'm paraphrasing, come outside, ho. We ain't finna talk. I just want to talk. If there ain't no ghetto girl shit where like you seen the whole block and they want to see a fight, it's just, bitch, come outside. We ain't fucking. I said I can use anything. Again, the Jasmine Crockett and that white woman. This is just like, y'all supposed to be girls, and hell, I've seen plenty of stuff in my personal life where women were just friends, and then like y'all was just cool a minute ago. Next thing you know, it's just like fuck that bitch. When I worked at Panda Express, like there was these two girls, and I remember one of them names. I'm not gonna say her name, but I can't remember the other one. And they was always cool to each other. They was cool. It was good. Next thing you know, when I leave, one girl did some fuck shit to the other girl, and it was like fuck that bitch. And I go, word, and that's all you gonna get. And those were young girls. I've seen it with older women. Again, you're seeing it with fucking Cardi and Nicki. And the thing is, I have no dog in this fight. Even though I do say I'm a fan of Cardi B, and the B stands for bias and all that other stuff. I really have no dog in this fight because both of them are wrong. First things first, and I will say this because I think Cardi has a point. You don't hit, and like Nicki is supposed to be to a point where you shouldn't even be entertaining none of this shit. Jay-Z, the one thing I always recommend about Jay-Z, because he hears this shit all the time, he doesn't entertain none of the foolishness. He doesn't entertain none of the foolishness. He'll probably give you a cease and desist, but he doesn't entertain. Nicki Minaj is still, and she's in her 40s, and this is, to me, this is disappointing, but she still act like a little girl. Her and Cardi's in her 30s, and y'all acting like little ass children. And then y'all going on Twitter, because I refuse to call it X. Y'all going on Twitter calling one person a pedophile and the other person Barney B. Barney B is funny though. I'm not gonna hold you. Even though I said Cardi B, Barney B is funny. And then now like Nicki is saying, "Oh, your daughter is ugly." See, this is where you draw the line. And again, this is the thing about when men and with women. It's like, men, we're not going to go that far unless, if I go that far, then I intentionally want to throw hands with you. Like, if I talk about, like, your wife, your mama, or fuck your daughter or something like that, any of those lines, obviously, I'm to a point where, like, if I see you as on site, niggas don't disrespect the dead homies unless, they really don't like you. Which is like, oh wow, there's some literal hatred. Because if I get that far, yeah, like I want to fight you. It's just no, because there's nothing coming after that but fucking hands. It's just like, okay, when I see you, keep the same energy. I ain't that bitch ass nigga. Like men, and Kevin Samuels said this, and I'm using Kevin Samuels. I've been saying this all the time, but Kevin Samuels said it more eloquently than I can ever do. But I'm also paraphrasing this. Men, we understand there's a point to a line that we don't cross. If we cross that line, we know that we about to throw hands. So we understand that's the line, and maybe this is why we like get along with each other so well, because we understand there's a line you just don't cross. If you cross it, obviously you try to get into something, because you just don't do that. Which is why, like, especially black people, because I understand white people, they do this, and then white people will say, "Oh, you touched me, I'll sue." They'll say some disrespectful shit to you, to where it's just like you want to throw hands with them, and white people just like, "You touch me, I'll sue. I'll go get my fucking lawyer." And it's just like, nigga, you just said fuck their whole family and some shit like that. Which is why it's the same thing with Nipsey, not Nipsey, Charleston White, when you talk about Nipsey Hussle, or like motherfucking Boozy and his son. You mentioning Boozy and his son, them niggas want to pull up and you want to call the cops on them or some shit like that. It's just like, that's a bitch ass nigga move. I keep telling people I don't respect it, because it's a bitch ass nigga move. You over there antagonizing the rappers and all that stuff when they're not doing nothing, and like you doing this shit. To me, that would always be a bitch ass nigga move. To me, that's just me. But anyway, like the Cardi and Nicki shit, this shit is childish. I think we all know this, and I feel like there's gonna be people, even like Barb's or even Cardi B fans bias. Even the Cardi bias fans, I call them fans the Cardi bias, and the B stands for bias. They let Cardi slap with anything. They don't care. Cardi, you see why Cardi act like the way she does? Because no one really checks her. No one checks Cardi. That's why she can have she's having a 4th child by another nigga and all that other stuff. No one cares. Cardi done drugged and raped, robbed people or some shit like that. No one cares. It was just like, Cardi, I don't want to say she's untouchable, it's just like no one cares. Nicki, she gets no, don't get me wrong, and this is unfair for Nicki. Nicki gets chastised a bit, but also, I also, like, Nicki is like in her 40s. I expect you to be better. Like, again, back to the whole Jay-Z thing. You don't see Jay-Z fucking talking about people that, you know, they mention him. Jay-Z don't mention no one else. Jay-Z over there growing his dreads, collected paintings, talk about Basquiat, being with his wife. Alright? He ain't worried about this shit. He worried about getting money, trying to be a businessman or some shit like that. That nigga never getting his hand dirty. Everybody else though, I'm saying 50 Cent just petty. But even 50 Cent knows how to be a businessman. That's at least what I'm saying. Nicki is just like, you're a grown ass woman, and like, you don't need to compete. And again, because I'm comparing her to Jay-Z right there, especially to a point where it's just like, you've done so much for female rap, you don't need to compete. And I always feel like Nicki Minaj is competing with people when she does this shit. It's like, no, you're in a lane of your own where like no one else can fuck with you. Cardi, yeah, she put out hits, but she can't fuck with you. I still haven't listened to the album, so I don't even know how the album is, but her, like I said, her going back and forth for Cardi is very fucking childish. I mean, Jay-Z went after Nas, but at least they was on the same, at that point when they was beefing, they was at the same level. They were the big three, so it makes sense for them. Now, both of them motherfucking get the casino. Shit. Nas just got a casino. You know, Jay-Z's a billionaire. These are moguls now, but like I said, you don't see them entertaining the shit that's beneath them. They don't. They out there getting money. And I feel like Nicki Minaj should be on that same level too. It's just, you know, shit like this is just like why I say, like, I always think y'all want to run the world. No. And like y'all can never get past this petty shit. Like, y'all, this shit shouldn't even be in public. Like, none of this shit should be public. Why the fuck and then they in each other's business, and then I think Nicki was talking about, oh, she's gonna expose everything with the Rock Nation, she called them Rico Nation and all that other stuff. That's just being messy. Why are you being messy? Again, why are you being messy? And that's and to me, and like, I'm gonna get it from a lot of my female perspective, especially if Crystal or B, shout out to both of them. I love them, but they some barbs. Like, them cursing. I got love for them, but I know they're gonna curse me out with the bars. But Cardi is no innocent either too. Like the whole thing about the whole pregnancy and all that other stuff. Again, so you're out. Like, we supposed to be talking about your music, not your fucking pregnancy or none of this shit that's going on. I should be talking about your music. I should be here saying something about Nicki Minaj. I'm not Nicki Minaj, Cardi B's music, but here I am talking about the shit they're doing. And it's, again, this is why, like, people think women, like, when the women said there'd be no war shit. Look at this war you done fucking started. And then, yeah, like, even as a barbs, you gotta understand, yeah, you gonna talk about someone's child. So if she comes up and then wants to fight, and she wants to fight you with all that shit, are you gonna do something about it? Because again, both, she's 30. I think she's 30 now. Cardi's 30. Nicki's 40. Like, what are you gonna do? And then, you know, I compare this to baddies, because, you know, even baddies is like, now you know, it's the CEO, and then, like, you watch the show, everybody's just fighting. The same bitches done fought. The same two bitches done fought like all season. Like Lex and Tavy, they done fought all season. And Tavy got her ass whipped every season. But this is, again, this is proving a lot of men's point when they say, "Oh, there'd be no war." Shit, I said it'd be a war as soon as y'all, like, a lot of men feel like it'd be a war as soon as you hit as soon as that time of the month come, and as soon as y'all start cramping, I said somebody's gonna feel the pain. And again, in conclusion, I don't want to say shit like this, because again, I tell myself this is not a woman bashing channel. I don't want to bash women, but this shit right here is the epitome of why, like, shit can't be the way it is. Like, I don't believe, like, no one believes in the girls. No one believes in that's my bestie and all that other stuff. This is why, like I was explaining in my last video, like, y'all cannot keep a friend to save your fucking life. Yet here I am, I got friends that's going on for like 20, 30 years. Let that sink in. I got friends that I've known for over 20, 30 years, and we still talk. To motherfuckers that looks like y'all see each other for a week, y'all call each other besties, next thing you know, y'all fight each other, and like, shit happens. Make that make sense. But I'm gonna end it here. Might as well get ready for work, but I'm gonna try to get this uploaded before I'm ready for work. How do y'all feel about this? Am I right or you wrong? Just let me know. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.